Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 011, Arithmetic, Section 4.6, Problem 5. This is Section 4.6, Problem number 5. It says 45 is 120% of what number? And people will sometimes ask, can you have a percent over 100%? And the answer is absolutely. So as a quick estimate, if 45 is 120% of something, the answer we have has to be a little less than 45. So let's find the answer. So from this section, we want to set everything up as a proportion, and you want to start with the sentence, A is P% of B. And that's really what we have. A is P% of what number is B? That's the unknown. So once we have it set up in that form, we want to use the equation A equals P over 100, and then put a B under the A. You basically just take it in a circle. Start with the A, the is equals, P is the percent symbol turns into a 100, and then the B goes under the A. So let's fill that in. So A is 45. Is becomes the equals. P is 120. The percent, the symbol for percent really gets written as 100. And then of what number? So that's the unknown, that's B. So you have the equation 45 over B equals 120 over 100. So to solve an equation like this, we cross multiply and divide. So B times 120 is 120B equals 45 times 100. And that's an easy enough multiplication. 45 times 100 is 4,500, or 4,500. Now, we want to know what B equals, not 120B, so divide away the 120. B equals 4,500 divided by 120. And now, because they both end in 0, I can at least do that and have 450 over 12. And I know it'll reduce a little bit more, and you can reduce it more, or you can just go ahead and set up the division now. 12 divides into 450. And if you have a calculator, just do this. 450 divided by 12 equals. Some teachers will let you use a calculator for this section, and some will not. So if you can use a calculator, just enter it like that, 450 divided by 12 equals, and you'll have the answer. If your teacher will not let you use a calculator, just do the bottom, divides into the numerator. So 12 divides into 4. 4 is not big enough, it won't go. 12 divides into 45. Well, 12 times 4 is 48, so 4 is a little too big. 3 is as close as we'll get. So 3 times 12 is 36. 45 minus 36 is 9. Bring down the next digit, which is a 0. Put it next to the 9, you get a 90. Now 12 divides into 90. Well, I know 12 times 8 is 96, so 8's a little too big. So 7 will be as close as we can fit. 12 times 7 is 84. And it doesn't go in evenly. I have a remainder. 90 minus 84 is 6. So what we do is think of the 450 as 450.0. We introduce that decimal. It has to come straight up vertically into the answer also. Now I have another digit that I can pull down next to the 6. The 0 comes down next to the 6, makes it a 60. Now 12 times 5 will make a 60 exactly with no numerator, no remainder, I should say. 12 times 5 is 60. 60 minus 60 is 0. Fits perfectly. So we get an answer of 37.5. That's the B. So 45 is 120% of 37.5. And as we would estimate, if 45 is 120% of something, the 45 has to be a little larger than the answer we found. And it is, so that makes sense.